If you've got a parking ticket and you're looking for a loophole, I've got 10 that you could try if you're looking to appeal. You have every right to appeal a parking ticket if you believe it's unwarranted. Here's a concise guide on legitimate reasons to avoid paying your parking ticket. Number 1, the 10-minute grace period. Whether your ticket was issued by the council, TfL or a private car park, there's typically a 10-minute grace period after your paid time expires. Evidence like a timestamped photo can support this appeal. 2. Ticket issue timing. Councils and private companies must issue the ticket within 28 days of the violation. If they miss this window, then you may not have to pay, though some factors might extend the deadline. Be aware though that if the private parking ticket doesn't say Protection of Freedoms Act on it, then there's no time limit to issue it. 3. Blue badge holder. If you displayed your blue badge correctly, you might not be liable for the ticket. Blue badge holders can often park on double yellow lines for up to 3 hours, so check if this applies. 4. No keeper liability. For private parking tickets, if the notice doesn't mention the use of POFA, that's Protection of Freedom Act 2012, to transfer liability to the driver, the vehicle's owner or keeper can't be held liable unless the driver's identified. 5. Correct parking. You might have been parked correctly and the attendant could have made a mistake. Proof of correct parking or grace period entitlement can cancel the ticket. 6. Paid parking. If you paid for it, but then you failed to display the permit properly, providing proof of purchase can help cancel the ticket. 7. Unclear signage. Signs must be visible and legible at all times. If the signage wasn't clear or misleading, then you can appeal on these grounds. The British Parking Association requires clear terms on signs, which is usually at least 450mm by 450mm in size. 8. If you're a loyal customer and you shop frequently at a store with a privately managed car park and have receipts, you might convince a store to cancel the ticket by appealing to their customer service. This could apply to a pub, restaurant, hotel and car parks too. 9. Non-visible road markings. Poor or faded road markings that made it unclear where you could park can be a reason to appeal. Photos of the unclear markings will strengthen your case. 10. Out of order parking machine. If the parking machine was out of action and there are no alternative methods available, then you have a valid reason for an appeal. Unexpected situations like falling ill or vehicle breakdowns can justify an appeal if you can provide supporting evidence, so something like a hospital note or maybe a mechanic's report. Here's how to appeal a council parking fine. That's a penalty charge notice. Step 1 is an informal appeal. Submit this within 14 days of receiving the PCN. Provide a valid reason and evidence and do this in writing to the issuing council. If the informal appeal is rejected, submit a formal appeal within 14 days, 21 days if it was sent in the post. Include reasons and supporting evidence, and if the council rejects a formal appeal, take it to a tribunal. This is free and you don't have to attend in person. If the council doesn't respond within 56 days, you win automatically. The process for a private parking fine is quite similar. You start with an informal appeal, contact the landowner or management company within 56 days of receiving the PCN, providing reasons and evidence. The sooner the better though. If it's rejected, appeal to an independent tribunal. Use the IAS, that's Independent Appeals Service, if the company's with the International Parking Community, or POPLA, Parking on Private Lands Appeal, for the British Parking Association. Ignoring a penalty charge notice can lead to a court order, additional fines and possibly bailiffs. It's best to appeal or pay quickly. Non-payment can lead to court action, and if you lose, not paying the court-ordered fine can affect your credit score for 6 years and potentially involve bailiffs. Penalty charge notices are enforceable by law. Parking charge notices are not enforceable unless the issuer wins a court case. Either way, it's not wise to ignore your ticket. Use our free parking ticket appeal letter template to help build a solid case for your appeal. Now, if you're wondering if your appeal will be successful, you may want to chat with an online solicitor like JustAnswer. They're currently running a £5 trial and you can ask as many questions as you want in their online chat. I'll leave you a link underneath this video, and if you do use it, you'll be supporting the Debt Advice Service, so thanks.